Hi,
Hi guys.
we're back. We are here to tell you all about the good, the bad, and the ugly of being a LuLaRoe consultant.
Yes, and we forgot to tell them who we are.
Oh.
In case you haven't seen any of our other videos,
I'm April.
I'm Haley.
And we are partners. We're a team. We're part of a great, big, amazing team, the LuLaRoe Dare to Dream team.
Yes, that's our team.
Yes, and we're going to actually talk a lot about that when we're talking about the good of LuLaRoe. These are, while we're on the subject, these are our team shirts. We're wearing them, special for you guys. We have them at our convention. We had them made. Haley designed them and made them.
Well, you designed them.
Oh, yeah, I did.
Executed the plan.
Right.
Yes.
You have to have a Lula bestie.
Yeah, for sure.
So it says, this is our team mantra. It says, behind every successful woman is a tribe of other successful women. Oh, cute. Who have her
Can you
back.
see it?
Uh-huh.
Oh, good.
Dare to Dream team.
Yep.
So
that's
cute.
us.
I love it.
Yay.
There's so many cute LuLaRoe team names that are so indicative of who they are. Like our team is the Dare to Dream team. There's the girls on our team that are awesome, that are just killing it. They're called the Gold Diggers. We have a magical, cute little teammate that her team name is the Magic Makers. Fits
She's
her
obsessed with
perfectly.
Disney. Yeah.
She's obsessed with Disney, and plus she's made out of pixie dust.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have another one named the Lula Hallelujahs, and she's this quirkiest, funniest, most sweet little thing ever, and that just fits her perfectly too. So anyway, yeah, that's just a little fun fact about our team,
Yes.
who we all love so much.
We have the best team for sure.
Yeah, we do. Really, I mean, I'm not just lying. I really
no,
think we
we
might.
really do.
At convention, we all stayed in a block of
Together.
rooms. We had met. We'd all flown in from all over the country, and stayed up late at night talking and shopping and beaching and eating and crying.
Yeah, it was really the best.
It was.
Our team. We just don't have cattiness. I feel like we're just so lucky. We have the best team.
I know. I hope it like they say your vibe attracts your tribe. I hope that continues to be the case with our team. That we spread the LuLaRoe culture from here all the way down to 20 years from now. That our team just stays uplifting and positive and super close.
Yes.
So we have about 400 on our team. Pretty close.
Yeah, I think so.
It's nearing 400. So I'm Haley's sponsor.
Yeah.
And a lot of my team is in her leg. She has a really successful team. So a lot of our team is the same because the biggest portion of my team is her team. Anyway, so the good. What's the good? What are some of your favorite things about
Are we talking about the good first? Okay.
Yeah. Oh, should we talk about the
No,
bad
we can
first?
talk about the good first.
Okay.
I think the best part for me and the reason why I started selling was to have friends, and so the friendships and the sisterhood that it's brought me is probably one of the best things for me.
Yeah, I agree. We talked about that in one of our other videos, that women sign up for LuLaRoe for one of two reasons. Either they want more, out of their lives, out of themselves, they just feel lost, they've had babies, or they just went through something hard. We have girls on our teams that have gone through divorce or just lost a baby or whatever, and so they just kind of want more. I think that's where we both were when we both started. Or obviously because they want money and they want to better their family and they want to pay for lessons, dance lessons, or pay for their mortgage. Whatever it is,
that's true.
Whatever you want to dream up, you can achieve here.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would agree. That's one of my favorite parts too. The money doesn't suck.
Yeah, the money's definitely good. That's a good part.
Yeah.
So we'll talk more about money, but what I love is that a lot of other direct sales companies, you have to have a team before you even make money. But with LuLaRoe, you don't have to. It's just a perk.
Agreed.
You can make money right out of the gates.
We really will talk about this more in another video, but I just along those lines, my neighbor wants me to buy Thrive from her. And I'm like, all right, you buy LuLaRoe from me, I'll buy Thrive from you, that's fine. So I went over to her house the other day, knocked on her door, I'm like, hey, I came to buy whatever it is you're trying to sell me that's going to make me skinny and have lots of energy. And she's like, oh, well, I sent you my link, and you need to sign up for the auto ship, and you need to da-da-da-da-da, which is fine, and I did it, but I love that you don't have to do that with LuLaRoe. You just get to sell and have a profit. Anyway, we'll talk about that another time.
Yeah.
So I think one of the good things is we already talked about our team, which is like such a good part. I think like giving yourself confidence, even this, like doing videos and putting yourself out there on YouTube and social media is something neither of us would have done a year ago.
No way. No way.
We were both kind of ragamuffin stay-at-home moms, me more than her. That
I was just
you were in gym
shy.
clothes.
Yeah.
Yes, painfully shy.
Yes. Painfully shy.
I'm
And
chomping my
gym
gums.
clothes.
Sorry, guys. But yeah, it just is. Our phones are. We are very busy.
Sorry,
LuLaRoe
guys.
consultants. Get used to that. That's for sure.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would say the goods, just to sum it up: money, awesome. The team, amazing. The confidence it brings you, stepping outside your box, the growth, the overcoming obstacles, and then just like getting to know the LuLaRoe culture through the trainings that they do and the trips that they offer and the incentives that they give. Like
it's
even
fun. Like that's another big good. Like
yeah, that's true.
It's so fun. Like you gotta go travel and play and do fun stuff, and they spoil you, and
Heck yeah.
it's so fun.
It really is fun. Even like the weekly updates. This morning we had one of our, on Tuesday mornings they do a home office update where our owner Deanne talks. And like, were you on today? Did you listen to the letter that
Part
she
of
wrote?
it, my kids were like bugging me, so I couldn't really hear the whole thing. But yeah.
That's how it always goes, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, she talked about like just listening to Deanne talk and her energy and her love of life, and it just every single week you're able to get like re-energized and inspired.
It's a very uplifting experience and company, and like
this last weekend Simon
bleeds into your whole life. I feel like you know, like it just makes
your marriage, the way you are as a mom, the way you are with your friends and your family, your self-talk that you give. Yeah, I agree. I totally agree with all that. Simon Sinek, he's a world famous speaker. Where's he from? London? England?
I have no clue. Did he have an accent?
Somewhere cute. Yeah.
That.
Yeah, he did have an accent. And he's an inspirational speaker, and he came and spoke with us at our convention 2 weeks ago. And he said, like, you guys are onto something here. This is something phenomenal. Like women helping women and inspiring others, and the support and everything that is being presented with LuLaRoe is something that I've never seen before. He's like, you guys are onto something world changing, and I hope so. I feel like it is. Within our team, it has been.
Yeah, and you'll hear more about the LuLaRoe culture, but like basically they're just all about like giving and sharing and loving and just like empowering families and women, and you know, like they just encourage each consultant to do that in their business and follow suit. And so
yeah, that's one of the things that they insist on for success is like the more you give, the more you'll get.
Yeah.
Like nobody ever became poor from giving is one of the things you'll hear a lot.
Yeah, which is, I think, a lot of the reason why they're different than a lot of other companies that are similar.
Whether you believe in God or the universe or whatever it is that like brings everything full circle, I think that that's part of the reason why it's like such a movement.
Yeah.
And there's some big numbers that we'll talk about in another video. But yeah, like they're on the way to like outdoing Apple.
Yeah, like they're going to be $1 billion company within 5 years, which only like Apple, eBay, Facebook have done. Yeah. So
in a shorter amount of time, even.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, there's some big things happening, and I think that's why, like, we totally haven't even talked on that, but yeah, the giving, and they say like, if you see a need, fill it. That's one of the things you hear a lot. So yeah, that's definitely one of the good.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, so yeah, lots of good.
Lots of good.
What's the bad?
I'm trying to think of the biggest things.
Late night shipping.
Yes. It's a busy business. Like April says all the time. Like, it's a busy business. If you're doing online sales, you're shipping and you're taking pictures and you're answering messages and you're just busy. Like, there's work to be done always. There's always more to be done. So I think, like, that is sometimes a struggle, but I think learning to manage your time effectively and putting limits on your business and sticking to those is super important, like to eliminate the bad part of that aspect.
Yeah, I agree. And I think that like it goes along with like being busy and like not even with just like the logistics of your business, like taking photographs and booking pop-ups and, you know, packing up your car and unpacking your car and then invoicing and shipping. There's always, this is one of the bads. There's always something more you could be doing. And the reason why you know that is because you get caught in this comparison trap of watching what other girls are doing.
True.
Which is like the cycle of like time management and trying to do what they're doing and doing more. And you eventually fall into a good rhythm of like, you know, and luckily like LuLaRoe trains a lot on that. And with our team, like we really don't do that. Like I encourage our girls, if there's somebody that's making you feel inferior, if there's somebody that's intimidating you on social media or that's making you feel like you're not doing enough, then unfollow them.
Yeah.
Like, and we talk a lot about that, like your mental health. And so, you know, we really believe in like rising tides lifts all ships. And so we try and make sure that we do that like on a weekly basis with our team. But I would say those are the only really bads. They're like you're too busy, which isn't that bad because that's what you want to be when you just invested $6,000.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And comparing yourself to others, that can be bad. But at the same time, I think you're really gaining that, like Haley said, that confidence and that growth to overcome those things where they don't trap you like they did, you know, maybe before you started LuLaRoe. Well, I mean, as women, we do that anyways. Like, it doesn't matter if it's a LuLaRoe or just the fancy lady up the street that takes her kids to do way more things.
Yeah, and you're always comparing, like, you're getting their highlight reel and you're comparing it to your worst day. So, you know, it's just another aspect of that. You just have to remember that everybody's at a different stage in life and want something different from the business. So you have to just focus on your goals and what you are working towards and why you're doing it, and just try to avoid that. So, what else? I think, like, the biggest thing for us at this point is, I mean, a lot of you that are just starting out won't have to worry about this, or maybe you will if you just hit the ground running, but
you could.
Like, balancing family and work, like, I think you just have to be really deliberate about, like, separating that time. Like, this is when I'm working, this is when I'm with my family, and put your phone away and just be present in what you're doing. And that's, like, that will help keep you sane with keep your husband happy and your kids happy and you happy with making sure you're fulfilling all those roles in your life. Yeah,
I agree. So. And don't you think that, like, once you get that down, it helps you to be better at both? Like, I feel like right now, I feel bad for my girls that are just getting started and they're like, you know, one of the bad things is sometimes at first getting your husband behind you. Some people don't have to deal with that, but sometimes, like...
Our husbands weren't happy in the beginning.
No,
they
weren't.
Why are you guys
my goal now is for my husband to quit his job soon, so he's happy now.
Yeah, like, now they're like, go do what you need to do. We'll watch the kids. So...
Yeah, so it is like a full circle situation, but it does come. And I feel like now I'm so much better at being present with my kids. So it's like I work hard and then I family hard. And instead of like, and I have no problem with that. Like, one of the biggest things that Deanne says is LuLaRoe works for you. You don't work for LuLaRoe. And I just remember that, like, there's not emergencies. There's no such thing as a skirt emergency, and there really isn't such thing as a team emergency. You know, and our teams are, as long as you, like, set good hours and good, what's the word I'm looking for?
Communicate what expectations are of you to your team and your customers.
Yeah.
Then you'll be good.
Then you're able to really concentrate on your family with them. So I feel like it's even improved my quality of family time.
Yeah. Even
though I've been busy, it's good for them to see me that way and for me to really engage with them as well when it is time for family.
Yeah. For sure. What else? Saturation.
Ooh, that's a good one. That's a good question. It's been a valid question since the beginning.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, even the very first consultants were worried about saturation. Like, when there were only a handful of them.
And that's really when you're only worried about yourself. Like, saturation is something that's only when you're concerned about when you're only concerned about yourself. As soon as you realize that this isn't about you, it's about blessing the lives of others, then you're not worried about saturation. You realize, that there's plenty of success for everybody. And once you become a LuLaRoe consultant, you look for it everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
And I was at a big baseball game the other night. We're in Utah. And so on the 24th of July, there's big celebrations. It's, you know, when our state became a state. Is that what it is?
No.
Shoot.
I don't think so. Wait, is it?
Yeah, it's only
No,
a
it's
Utah
Pioneer Day. Pioneer Day.
Oh, no. It is. It's when Utah became a state.
It is?
Yeah.
Oh.
But that's Pioneer Day.
Oh.
Maybe when the pioneers settled Utah and it became
Okay,
a state.
okay, you might be right. Oh.
Yeah, it's only a Utah holiday.
Yeah.
I totally didn't need to go there.
Dang it. Really
Anyways,
smart.
we are smart. She's the brains of the operation. Usually she's the one that knows
Yeah.
that. How do you know about history of the whole world?
I don't know anything about history.
Anyway, so we're watching this big fireworks display at this huge baseball stadium and not a single piece of LuLaRoe. Nowhere.
No.
Not anywhere.
I
Not
live
even
in,
one.
like, Utah County, which is, like, where
There's
you would see a
lots
lot
of-
of LuLaRoe. Like, there's lots of consultants down here. There's lots of people that love LuLaRoe down here. And even, like, in my daily errands, going out and about, maybe, like, once a week,
Mhm.
maybe twice a week, I see somebody wearing LuLaRoe.
And there's a ton of consultants here.
Yeah.
A lot of them are on her team.
Mm-hmm. I have, like, most of my team is
Yeah.
within, like, 10 miles of me.
And she has a big team.
I do.
We have girls all over the United States, but
Yeah.
she has a ton here in Utah.
And we all are successful, and we all are awesome, and we all have our own customers, and we all
carry different
share
styles.
with each other. If we don't have something our customer wants, we'll send them to somebody else. It's just, once you focus outward instead of on worrying about
Mm-hmm. That's
yourself,
the only
it
people
will
that are
change.
worried about saturation are people that are worried about themselves. And of course, new consultants are worried about
Yeah.
themselves.
Yeah,
They
you're
just started
investing
a new
money.
business. They have a lot of money invested, and they're worried. So that is totally valid. But once you get in and you start realizing how you're helping your customers find clothes that they love, that they feel comfortable in. I mean, we haven't even touched on the clothes. I mean, that's
Oh.
not even like your customer base becomes your family and are so endearing, and you know, you
Yeah.
have so many fun experiences with them too.
Yeah, seeing it change a woman's confidence, like, who doesn't have any and hasn't had any or ever felt good about what she's wearing, for them to tell you, like, this is the first time I felt beautiful.
Yeah.
Like, that's another huge, huge perk.
Yeah,
of being a
definitely.
consultant.
Yeah, and that helps you to realize that there's so much outward love that you can give for each LuLaRoe consultant. And I mean, and besides the fact that we have 25,000 consultants, and so that isn't even a fraction of what other direct sales companies have.
Yeah.
So saturation isn't even almost a thing, and it's like Dan said, they're in the works of going international. So if one day it does become a thing, 5 years, 10 years, 7 years would be my guess. 5 to 7. I don't know. Who knows? We don't even know our state holiday.
Like, I just think about, they had this little graphic that they shared with us that showed, like, LuLaRoe and then, like, a little person that represented how many consultants they had. It was, like, by the, how many?
Probably,
100,000 or something.
Yeah.
Or 10,000.
Probably 10,000.
Yeah, probably 10,000. LuLaRoe had, like, one little guy and, like, a quarter of a little guy.
Mm-hmm.
And then it showed, like, 31, and they probably had, like, 20 little guys. And then it showed Unique, and they had a little bit more. And then it showed
Mary Kay.
Mary Kay, and then they had,
Bazillions.
seriously, like, there were thousands of little men, women, whatever they were, on
Yeah.
that graph. And then Avon was even more, like, millions.
And people still sign up for Mary Kay and Avon every single day.
Yeah, and they sell the same product. Like, they all
Yeah,
sell
that's
the
true.
exact same thing.
They have the same catalog.
With LuLaRoe, we all have completely different inventory. We might carry similar styles, but every single consultant has a different boutique of clothes. And so you're not competing with each other. Saturation isn't a thing. It's not even something that should be
A
worried
factor.
about.
Yeah, like if saturation is a reason why you're thinking of not signing up for LuLaRoe, you need to delete that from your equation
Mm-hmm.
because it's not even almost there. Like, now is truly the time.
Yeah.
It really is.
Yep.
And like, we'll go over this a little bit more, but they only cut a certain amount of styles in each print.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then when you disperse that over 25,000 consultants, we really do
Everything
all
is
have a
one of a
unique
kind.
inventory.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's one of the fun things about, you know, selling LuLaRoe as well.
Yeah.
But anyway, so that's the good, bad, and the ugly. There really isn't ugly.
No.
That's like what we determined.
Yeah,
we talked about this
there really
before,
isn't.
and we were trying to pinpoint the ugly, and there's really, truly not one. Like, you can't Google LuLaRoe and find, like, scam or anything like that. In our team, we've had a handful of girls that have quit. Like we said earlier, we have about 400 girls about in our team total. Not our girls, but, like, that's grown underneath us. And there's been a small handful that have quit due to, like, life circumstances. And I don't know of anybody that's lost money, do you?
No. Because you can sell back your inventory to other consultants at wholesale, and
if you've sold this amount at retail, you know, then you've captured this much cost, and then you sell a bunch of it at wholesale to other consultants, and then consultants are happy to take that off your hands. And then if you, as a worst case scenario, you have to send it back to LuLaRoe, they just charge a 15% restocking fee, and you can return your whole inventory. But I don't even know any girls that have gotten that far.
Yeah.
So
I don't either.
There's really no ugly. There's no scam. There's no auto ship.
It's just awesome.
It's just awesome.
Okay, we need to end this video. We're getting long-winded.
Yes, we are. Sorry.
Okay.
Welcome to our channel. We're long-winded.
A little bit.
See you soon.
She is.
Bye.